9:15, time for a check on your first alert forecast. Here's Elise.
Good morning to you, Cindy and Kevin. Good morning to everybody who is working. All of my colleagues and folks are doing it in some pretty rough conditions. Take a look at some of our running snowfall totals. Not done yet, but Forked River, New Jersey, 15.5 inches. Manasquan, 14.2. Orient has picked up 12 inches. Bridgeport, Connecticut, 6.9. And Central Park, 5.3. So not a huge snow event in and around New York City thus far. That's a decent amount. That's a respectable 5.3 inches. Again, the snow is not yet done. Visibility is an issue for some, especially as we head out to Long Island. That visibility is greatly reduced for Babylon, the Hamptons, up around White Plains. We're seeing some significant reduction in visibility. And the biggest concern is the wind. The wind is blowing that snow, and it's become a real problem for us. It will remain a problem really all day. So 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts right now in White Plains, 37 for Central Park, 47-mile-an-hour wind gusts right now for the Hamptons. So the winds are an issue. We've got brutally cold temperatures. We've got heavy snow, and we've got gusty winds. So it's a rough combination, a rough trio out there for us today. This is what it feels like across the tri-state area when you factor in those winds. It feels like 1 degree in Babylon, 9 in the Hamptons, so almost balmy. 11 degrees for Edison, but it's 11 below for Poughkeepsie, 10 below for White Plains, 5 below for Monticello. So very, very cold out there. If you are cleaning up or just going out to appreciate the snow, just know that you really do need to bundle up. Want to show you, this is our SkyCast satellite and radar. So basically what we are dealing with right now is we're starting to see a little bit of this system lightening up here, right? For the western portions of our viewing area, we do have very, very light snow. For some, you might just be seeing a little bit of flurry activity. And we still, and this has been the case for a while now, we still have some heavy bands across Long Island. That's why we are expecting Suffolk County to pick up those significant numbers, because this is the heaviest snow. The darker the color, the heavier the snowfall, and this is where it is right now. So of course the southern part of this band is out over the water. Okay, great, but the northern part of that band is across the east end of Long Island. So 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour expected from this band, and it hasn't moved much over the last little bit. So Southold, Southampton, still seeing some of that heaviest snow. We do have, of course, a plethora of alerts that are in effect until 7 p.m. The purple winter weather advisory, the pink is a winter storm warning, the red a blizzard warning for Monmouth, Ocean, and Suffolk counties. Again, that is related to the heavy snow, but also the gusty winds, the sustained winds that will remain. It has to be 3 hours or more and reducing visibility to less than 1/4 of a mile. Want to turn on this Futurecast, show you how it sees this system progressing. So it's 9:18. It shows you that by about noon, a good chunk of the area done with the snow, certainly done with any sort of significant snow, reduced to just flurries. We'll likely see light snow at that point in New York City, but still moderate snowfall on Long Island. That'll still be the case for Long Island at 2:30 in the afternoon. Even at 5 o'clock, when most of the area done with this system, East End still picking up some measurable snow. So it's not until tonight that Long Island says goodbye to this storm. It turns out it looks like a good chunk of the area will end up in that 4 to 12 inch range, but of course 12 to 18 inches expected for most of Long Island and the Jersey Shore, with a few bullseye areas picking up 18 to 24 inches. Tomorrow when you wake up, we continue the cold air. In fact, it'll feel like it's about 5 below tomorrow waking up, 14 below for Poughkeepsie. Your first alert forecast, however, does show this. We've got 22 degrees today in New York City, feeling colder with the wind, 27 tomorrow, feeling colder. By Thursday, 52 degrees. And as Giorgio pointed out, we may have to be concerned with some additional flooding. Right now, I want to send it to Giorgio Panetta. Now, Giorgio is in the Weather Center. He is our senior weather producer. He's typically behind the scenes with Lonnie. And I found out that he's been getting, apparently a fan club has been developing this morning. So, folks, I want to really send you over the edge. He is a meteorologist. He's also an actor on the side. And in just a couple of weeks, he will be on The Equalizer with Queen Latifah right here on CBS 2. So now you can just eat your heart out. And I will send it to Georgie in the Weather Center to talk more about the science behind this storm. Giorgio?
Elise, thank you so much. And Queen, I'll see you in a few weeks. So that was a lot of fun. And this is a lot of fun for me, too. So let's get right to the work. On the backside of the storm, we're already seeing the winds starting to lighten up. This map shows the gust. So it doesn't click in if it's not over 15 or 20 miles an hour. So 17, nothing, nothing, nothing. 47 miles an hour in the Hamptons, 30 in Babylon. You are under a legit blizzard on the Twin Forks, Long Island. Actually, probably most of Suffolk County is under a lot of, well, duress and snow, but under some really strong winds. And these visibilities are lining up well in line with what we think. So these are borderline blizzard conditions. I kind of explained before the criteria. It's quarter mile or less, so this is really just right on the edge. It really doesn't matter whether we hit it technically or not. You're feeling those conditions right now all across the island, and these darker colors are probably even less visibility along the immediate coastline. I mean, everywhere is a mile or less, even in Monticello and Sparta, where you don't have as much snow, which goes to show the kind of nature of the storm. Because it's light and fluffy, it's blowing around, and visibility is just down across the entire area. So I want to check in on some snow totals around the city. We got some new numbers here in the boroughs. Staten Island over to Queens, you can see this kind of flowing in right now. Evan, New Jersey. Let's start in Staten Island. So 4.4 inches in Westerly as of 7:10 this morning. These are all going to go up. Central Park officially 5.3 at 7 o'clock this morning. Let's go over to Whitestone. This is new. All right, so as of less than 40 minutes ago, almost 9 inches in Queens. So parts of Queens will likely see that 8 to 12. This area is probably going to see closer to a foot. Maybe the park ends up with closer to 7 or 8 inches. So again, our forecast is kind of working out as we thought it would. Bergen County 4 inches, and Fair Lawn is a little bit to the west of Bergen as opposed to like Norwood or closer. We're right on closer to the Hudson River. 4 inches and less snow as you head back to the north and west. All right, so I'm going to take you through. I tightened up the futurecast that Elise showed you just to take it through you a little bit slower. I just went like a little bit slower so you can see the back edge. So this is initializing pretty well. By 11:30, you start to see some holes in the city starting to break up, with still some decent snow showers out there. By 1:30, same sort of thing. So last little banding from the city, still raging out there on the east end. 3 o'clock, same sort of deal. Still not done yet. 5 o'clock, not done yet. 7 o'clock, you see the theme here. 8 o'clock, you're still holding on to snow. So you have a while to go on the east end for snow. So you're starting to wrap up in Jersey. So with that, I'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Giorgio, going through the numbers there. And we're trying to get you as many cameras out there as we can. We have